like this week, right? Like the guy who runs our company, our director, is like, I don't want any shirts with logos on them. All right, I don't want those logo shirts. And I'm like, is a polo like a logo shirt? I don't even know where to begin. Is like, what constitutes a logo shirt? He's like, I don't want any hats either. All right, and I'm wearing like a Senators hat. Celebrate our local team. We're going to the playoffs right now, or I mean, we're kicking some ass. Respect. And so naturally, rather than me being like, "Yay, man, maybe I shouldn't wear a hat, fucking like hockey hat at work," I was like, to have my Jerry Maguire-esque moment, and I'm like, "Yo, man, I'll fucking wear a sombrero if I want to, huh? You know what I mean? If I get the work done, I'll wear a sombrero filled with beans and chips, like a traditional bean and chip sombrero. I do what I want, all right? Fuck, suck my dick, suck these balls. You know what I mean? These my twig and berries. Suck my left or right nut. Choice is yours. And I'm like having one of those fucking moments like, who's coming with me? Fuck this shit. And then Drew, who's playing Rocket League with me tonight, is like, I don't really think it's an unreasonable request for you to be asked to take your hat off. And I'm like, fuck you. If you want to be shackled and like not live your dream, like I had some weird rant. And he's like, yeah, maybe you want to go outside and like calm down. And I was like, yeah, I should probably do that. So I rock around the block. I walked around the block, tried to blow off some steam. Ended up going home for a bit, watching BoJack Horseman and part of Demolition Man. And then I came back to work. And I was like, now I'm truly in a good state of mind. And, it was good. It was like, fuck, man. That's what I needed. I needed to walk around the block and some TV. Some TVs, some good shit, you know what I mean? I was reading up on the Demolition Man Wikipedia for the 3DO. We're talking about how future predictions are often way off the mark. And how Back to the Future had the hoverboards, and they got like rolly planks right now. Because they don't really hover, they're just kind of roll. And they're exploding on people for some reason. Like those hoverboards, they just blow up because they're made of those like lithium ion batteries. They're like, hey, we didn't plan to run charges through these things. Hey, wait a second, we just wanted to put these on the shelf. We don't need legs. See, that's a joke I had. I posted on Twitter that didn't get any response because I'm implying that Marty's hoverboard blew his lower shins off. So yeah, that's a funny joke, I guess. Anyway, where was I going? Yeah, Demolition Man made the weird prediction of some reason. It was like, in 1999, we will have cryo prisons. It's like, you fucking dude, this movie was made in 1994. You're like, in the next 5 years, we'll make startling progress in technology. Also, we will probably cure AIDS, and Sylvester Stallone will be even more ripped. He'll just be a big ball of muscle. He'd be like one of the, what's that movie? Critters, or one of the movies where, like, they have the ball of, like, creatures with all, like, different mouths on them. That won't make any sense to anybody who doesn't watch horror movies. But, you know what I'm talking about. They get the ball with all the little mouths on it, and then it runs over people and eats them and leaves them, like, just bones and, like a little bit of muscle tissue. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I thought it was Critters, but it's probably not. Yeah. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean, because I watch a lot of shitty horror movies. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not good at video games right now. Apparently what the deal is that your fast twitch, Jimmy the Greek would say, oh, those black people have fast twitch muscle, and those us white people are good at taxes. But yeah, there's like the fast twitch muscle fibers deteriorate. Your brain to hand coordination starts going and deteriorating as you reach older age, like around like 20 to 30, and I'm in that sweet spot. So I'm like playing my the youths, and they're wearing their sweet 10 tree shirts where you buy like a shirt and you get like 10 trees in return. you know, and there's no way of validating that. They're like, yo, man, did you guys plant some trees in honor of my shirt? You're like, yeah, here's a Google image of the rainforest. And you're like, oh, shit, that's probably my trees. Yeah. You know, my brother was making a company. He runs a textbook rental firm where you can get your textbook, and rather than buying it for like $300 and selling it back for $1 and Pepsi Clear, you know, you can get it at an actual reasonable price. You know, you can rent your book for like $20 for like a couple weeks. So he started his company. It's been doing rather well. He brought it on Dragon's Den. And the Dragon's Den people are very antagonistic when you go and bring your product up with them. So he was like, hey, like, here's my product. Here's my business plan for it. And the person who was like interviewing people is like, yeah, man, this product's fucking retarded and you're a piece of shit and you probably have an asshole caked in shit. And my brother's just like, yeah, my product actually is bringing in money right now. I'm just asking for additional funding so I can like advertise in different cities. And like, yeah, you're a piece of shit and you have tiny balls. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, regardless of that, I have a good product. And so my bro, fuck, man, I'm going to stop trying to talk like a piece of shit for the rest of this podcast. But anyway, he ended up getting like additional funding, and he's getting it all taken care of right now. I think to tie back to the original point, 10 Tree, the t-shirt company where you buy a shirt and you get like 10 trees, beat his company in the Canadian Entrepreneurs Award. And so my brother saw me with a 10 Tree shirt and said, you son of a bitch, you supporting the competition, and I'm not going to buy you any Christmas presents. As a matter of fact, I'm going to shit in a KFC bucket and topple it on your head. And I said, man, that's not very family oriented, so I would wish you wouldn't. And he did it anyway, right in the middle of our Christmas feast, and it ruined everything. It like... a loose turd scattered into the Swiss Chalet cranberry sauce. And he was like, oh, that'll ruin the sauce. But you know what? In the end, we all just enjoyed some festive cheer. And that's the best, man. Yeah, I used to hang around. When I was in Japan, I met this guy who was a busker. And he was traveling across Europe, slinging his guitar, collecting change in his guitar case. And he went to this bar with him, and we were like, what's the strongest shit you got? And the dude's like, yo, it's this. He had like pincers, and he's holding like a tequila cup, a tequila shot glass, and he's like, you could smell it from like a block away, and he's like, here it is. I don't know why this Japanese man had this weird accent, but he's like, here it is, right, bam, and he puts it down, and this giant Irish guy next to him, he's like, hey, here we go, put it in me shillelagh, and he's like, he hammers it, and I'm like, yeah, I could also do that, bang. Meanwhile, like, the Irish dude's like 280 pounds, and I'm like me-sized, and like, I'm like, that's for vaginas, you know, that's fucking nothing. And like, he's fine, but I'm like, I'm like, what? Like, I've been Cosby'd, and I wake up, and this guy's like poking me, and he's like, hey, you gotta go home. And I was like, I'd fallen asleep next to the toilet, and he's like, hey, hold up, you gotta get out of here. I'm like, oh, what? Oh shit. Oh shit. And this guy was like, you know, cool Irish dude, this busker here. And we'd hung out and we drank a few times. And one time I take this girl home from this bar that my friend owned. And he had a Bob Marley themed bar. It was all Bob Marley everywhere. It was like a Bob Marley. Jalim! You'd open the door and he'd be like, a jamin! And you're like, holy shit, this is a lot of Bob Marley related merchandise. So anyway, we're at my buddy's Bob Marley themed bar. And my friend put on Eminem CD, and this is the not Eminem CD, 50 Cent CD. Remember, like the patiently waiting verse, and it's one of Eminem's best verses. My friend used to always put the CD on because he'd be like, to have me rap along with it, and he's like, yo, man, girls love dig this shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. But our friend would like let us play the CD, you know. And then I, based on that as my main thing, I brought some girl home, and she was cool. Like, obviously, she had sex with me, so I appreciate that. And I'm sitting there in bed with her, and my Irish busker buddy sends me a text. He's like, hey, where you at right now? I'm like, I'm at home right now. Like, a little busy. Like, I'll talk to you later. And he's like, all right, coming over. And I didn't think much of it. I'm like, what? And then, like, 2 seconds later, I heard, doo, 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 doo. And I'm like, yo, busy, man, right now. And then this guy barges in with his fucking acoustic guitar. And I'm in bed with this girl. I'm, like, fucking naked, right? And this girl's also naked. We're in a naked situation right here. And he's like, oh, don't mind me. He was completely oblivious to the situation. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna, hey, what are going on here? Let me sing a little song for you. So he's like, and I'm like, yo, man, like, I love this guy. But he's like, he doesn't understand where the fuck we're at. And this girl's like, is this guy planning to join in? Because I'm like, I'm not really down with that. And he sits down and he starts singing Oasis songs. So serenading us with Oasis ballad, completely oblivious. Like, you're my wonder, whoa. And that's a great song. And normally I'd be like, I said, baby. I normally be all for that, but he was like, not while I'm trying to have sex. So I was like, dude, a little busy right now. And he's like cracking beers next to our heads. Like, you guys want some of this? We're sipping, Asahi Super Dry. Asahi has weird preservatives in it. And your head hurts the next day. Drinking is part of business, So, like, whenever I wanted to tell my ex, she's my ex now, obviously, because it's a result of me being me, that I wanted to go drink, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go out to work and make some connections. And then she'd be like, well, it's for the good of the company. And then I get fucked up, and I'd be like, oh shit, little does she know that I'm just being an ass. So she put up a lot of that. Like, I called her drunk once because I was making McDonald's cocktails, because Japan doesn't really have there's no open alcohol laws. You can get fucked up. Get fucked up anywhere. So usually what will happen is Australians, Canadians, and British people, the world's triumvirate of alcoholics, will go over there and just get completely wasted on trains, planes, trains, automobiles, under benches, and I'm recording this from a toilet, and yeah, that is what it is. I played video games all night at a video game cafe, so obviously I'm not in the best place for my life. I played Rocket League. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Hi, everybody. Kramer, no! That's my Seinfeld voice. I think you will laugh. Oh, Kramer! Stop saying the N-word! Oh, God, no! You're ruining your legacy! That's me when I'm panicked and speaking like, oh God, no! I sound like fucking shitty Seinfeld. Please, tickle my balls! Oh! Suck my neck! Oh! I don't know if my girlfriend's home. She's not. There's some sort of show on right now. Yeah. My girl Allison's out and hopefully not sucking some dick. She's probably not. I don't know why. I have faith in my girlfriend. I bring her up and bring her in all the time. And she's a nice lady. She's a legitimately nice person. I feel bad about dating anybody who's legitimately a good person, because inevitably I fuck up, and either I'm like a fucking closet alcoholic, stashing Zimas in my toilet bowl, or like fucking, I don't accomplish my goals. I'm all like, because I'm like mad unfocused, which is true. Like this fucking podcast shit. I'm not aggressive. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. How's Catch Me Outside got 900 trillion views, and this shit's got like 2 from like friends who are like, I'm gonna throw you a solid, sir. You know how frustrating that is? If you've ever dated anybody in the arts, 100% chance you've had to deal with this kind of bitching, which is like, uh, I love you all. This isn't a suicide note, because I saw my woman's ladies razor and shaving devices, the Philips Bikini Perfect brand razor. You can't make the shit up. So I'm gonna get my bikini zone ready. I'm gonna shave up my area, and I'm gonna be ready for the beach. You know what I mean? And I'll be back a new man or transitioning woman. You know. And I hope you're there for that voyage of discovery. You know. Yeah. I don't have any sponsors right now, and this will likely be patched in with a bunch of other shit. You know. So I'm just screaming in the void right now, but I'm in a very, very good place right now. I feel like my brain's right. It's from a combination of like Guinness, Irish car bomb, some random artisanal lager we imported from Boston, a combination of my dog Roxy sitting in front of me, staring at me as I talk to myself. A combination of Bikini Perfect brand razor, a combination of a full roll of toilet paper sitting in front of me, and it's like a 3-ply. It's one of those like ones like wiping it with a pillow. It's fucking great. All these things together equals me are a happy man. You know, and it's hard to get. I try to tell people that I'm like, you know, it's hard as like if your brain doesn't work properly and you get those chemicals balanced. You try to tell people like, yo, man, I'm just in a shitty state of mind right now. If you're in a shitty state of mind, I'm in a fucking phenomenal. I'm in an op right now, so I'm like, I had to record myself right now. You know what I mean? But when you're down, it's like seeing the world with like diarrhea tinted shades. Like no matter what the experience, seeing with a thin layer of diarrhea hanging in front of it is not the most pleasant experience. So, you know, when everything's cool and you're like, yeah, this is the shit. Like when I'm in this zone, I feel like I could crush diamonds into better diamonds. Like I could crush them into a super diamond and then eat that diamond and launch glowing, sexy fireballs into the entire world that would bring joy in a fireball-esque manner. But when I'm not in a good zone, it's like I don't give a shit, you know? And it's like inevitably in those situations, some coworker will come up to me and be like, yeah, man, you want to go do some work-related issues I want to resolve right now? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, can I have like half of this coffee before you intrude on my personal space? Like, no, I'll do it now.